Hi guys, my name is Ben and welcome to the Pride of Villa. This is our first official video on the channel, and even though we did put a poll out on Twitter, I thought the best place that we could start with is discussing our current manager, Dean Smith. So in this video today, we're going to be discussing about his personality, his style of play, and my personal opinions on the manager, so you at home can get a better understanding on how I feel and where we should be with him next season if we are to stay in the Premier League or drop down back to the Championship. So if you are looking forward to this video, please leave a like, get comfortable, and get ready for a bit of Pride of Villa. So, appointed back in October 10th, 2018, Dean Smith joined the club from Brentford with the ambition of changing the current run of form and lack of results, and living his dream of coaching his boyhood club back to the Premier League. The decision to manage a club of this stature was no-brainer for Dean, considering back in 1982 he lifted the European Cup with our winning team. You could say, though, it was written in the stars. But if we're going to focus now onto his style of play and his statistics, since joining Aston Villa, Dean has gone on to play 73 matches with the club, win 33 of those games, draw 15, and lose 25. His goal record, goals scored is 126, goals allowed is 109. The points he's gained is 114, and every time there's a match, the average points that we're expected to gain is 1.56, which is a draw. Which, looking into a manager that's only been here for about 16 months, it's actually not a bad record. This can be perceived as both positive and negative, so let's have a look at both sides of this argument and gain a bit more justification. So, on the positive side of this, from being in the Championship and the Premier League, Dean has won a combined total of 33 games, which compared to Man City's 100-point winning season, this is one result better, as Man City would only go on to win 32 games compared to Aston Villa's 33. Looking towards the goals scored and allowed, 17 goals of those separate the result from being a positive stat. This means that Dean Smith's style of play, which is more of an attacking and aggressive style on the game, does work in a team that is currently looking void of ideas and lacking any attacking threat on the opposition. More specifically on this point though, during Villa's 10-game winning run last season, Dean would go on to score 23 goals with the team and gain 30 points, which would help secure their place in the playoff position. They would beat West Brom and beat Derby 2-1 at Wembley Stadium. So I know what you're thinking, what is Dean Smith's style of play? Well, from looking at pages and pages of his stats, they say his preferred formation is a 4-1-4-1, allowing for one midfielder to provide backup to the attacking four and the back four, whilst the two wide midfielders can give the lone striker more set pieces to play from and still provide a width in the midfield. However, through numerous comments on Twitter and from personal discussions with me and Nathan, we've both come up with the idea that Dean Smith is focused and obsessed with playing an attacking 4-3-3. This is because Dean has shown the idea of his football is fast-paced action that focuses on keeping possession with the ball, but using the attacking ideology to allow for the midfield to engage in creating attacking set pieces that can easily be adapted by the forward three, looking to capitalise on their chances and score more goals, hence the 126 goals that we've already scored. 129. Now, even though this formation has been changing in recent time to a 3-4-3 or a 3-5-2, with the fullbacks either being wing-backs or wide midfielders due to the injuries like McGinn, or, just not wanting to play as defensive as possible with Nakamba or Douglas Luiz, or due to the disappointing line of defence, since we are currently conceding a lot of goals. I think in terms of Sky Sports put this out recently, but we have one of the worst records in the league right now. We let in 20 shots on target every game, which is 20th position in the league, and every time we play, we're looking as if we can't keep out a goal, and we're always looking like we're going to lose. So why has Dean gone to this? Dean has shown to resort to this formation because clearly we are lacking in the goals. However, he has shown that he can resort back to his formation through the substitutions he's made through the games and attempting to change the tone of the action. More specifically from this, Southampton away recently, when Villa lost 2-0, he made the decision to substitute Ezri Konsa for Conor Hourihane, changing the dynamic of the team to a more attacking-minded team since Conor Horan is more of a centre mid, but can also be a central attacking midfielder and works on the free kick set pieces that usually are most times good for Villa because we do score set pieces at points, but not a lot this season. He put him on in the attempt of equalising the goal and bringing the game back to 1-1, but unfortunately would go back to losing 2-0 and providing more than likely the worst result we've seen this season, and it was just a terrible, terrible game. So, what does Dean do? What does he say that tells his players, I want to focus on attacking play, yet play a formation with potentially 5 at the back? That does not scream attacking minded, If I went on FIFA and played that formation, I would definitely sit there and scream, we're playing too defensive, I can't get forward, my wingers can't get forward. So why is Dean choosing to do this then? Where's the lack of understanding? Where's the change in the attacking minds? Who knows? So with all this in mind, what is my personal opinions on Demon, his time at the club? I'll tell you what, right? 16 months. I respect the man. I absolutely respect the man. I understand what he's done. The 10-game winning run. At the time where he came in, we had Steve Bruce. It wasn't getting good. I remember 3-3 Preston at home. Diabolical. So poor. Lack of ideas. And just wanted to play a defensive formation, even though we were 3-1 down at half-time from what I remember. I respect the fact he came in, he changed that respect around. I respect the fact that, we went on that 10-game winning run. I respect the players he brought in. Tyrone Mings, exceptional signing, one of the best ones we've made in the past year or so. I respect the 10 games, as I said. But it's not the same in the Premier League. To me, he's a C+ manager at best. And, as much as I can say I want him to succeed, I can't. Because go talk to Nathan. I've said it multiple weeks now. Dean Smith out. He should have been out a long time ago for me. Wolves away was the breaking point for me for him. I am acknowledgeable of the fact that he's brought the pride back to Villa. He's brought Villa to Wembley, won the playoffs with that. That was an exceptional day, and I'm very thankful for that. But for me, his time's been up for a long, long time. He's not the same manager that he is in the Championship. And that's not to say he's a bad manager, because he is a good manager, as we've said. We've said about this today. We've said about the wins he's got. But it just doesn't look the same. I think the team's way too young this season. I think the lack of experience is shown. And the signings he's made in January was good. Samatta, we needed a striker after Wesley got injured. Pepe Reina, again, massive lot of experience playing in AC Milan. But, it's just not the same. We've been on 3 losing games recently. And I've got to be honest, it just doesn't look like we're getting any better, We're playing Man City on Sunday in the Carabao Cup final. We all know what's going to happen there. Well, we actually don't. We don't know. We could win that game. We could, but it's highly unlikely we're going to win that game. I don't know. For me, I love the man, but he should have been gone a long time ago. And I think I've said this a lot to Nathan, but if the club representatives are willing to throw away the Premier League for a manager who's a C+ manager at best, it speaks volumes about the club, because it means we're throwing away 3 years of hard work in the Championship for a manager who isn't that great. Let's be honest, he isn't. Daniel Farke could probably do a better job than him. It's just not. It doesn't sit right with me that we're throwing away the Premier League for this man. And from looking at Twitter pages, this does look like the future that we're going into. It does look like Dean Smith is a long-term prospect for the club, which I don't know. But in saying that, though, who do we bring in? I've said Poch. It's not going to happen, is it? Come on. It's not going to happen. Slaven Bilic, could do that. Marcelo Bielsa could do that. You know what I mean? So it's like, at the same time as saying, I want Dean Smith out, who've we got? We can't bring somebody in like that. And at this point this season, I've gotten to the point where it's just, I'm going to have to let it go with him. You know, I may not think he's the right man at the job, but we've only got a few games left of the season. If we do go down, as much as I do want Smith out, I do think it's a starting point with him. And even if it doesn't go well, at least we've got the players that we want. We'll have an attacking-minded team rather than a defensive team that we've been experiencing since having Dean Smith. But I don't know. I really don't know. All we can hope is Villa do stay up this season and just show a bit of intensity, show a bit of fight, because Southampton, diabolical. And who knows what we're going to be seeing at Man City, but can we get a goal? Smack to goal? Who knows? So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of this, please leave your suggestions in the comments on what you thought about today's video. Leave any discussion points that you want to talk about, and me or Nathan will respond to that. If anything today that I have said is really interesting to you and you want to have a real discussion about it, go look at our Twitter page, because we do post consistent posts like this, you know, and yeah, we do want to broaden our channel. We are brand new. We do have more content that we want to produce, but right now this is just the starting point. This video is our starting point, and we really want to broaden out. This is the whole point of the Pride of Villa. We want to be branching out to a new audience. We want to hear what you say rather than you listening to us. We want to hear your voices, and hopefully, yeah, we can do that together. So I'm going to leave the link to our Twitter page in the description. I'm going to leave the Instagram page in the description. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it today. Thank you so much for watching. Up the Villa with the Pride of Villa. See you later, guys.